2 John 7-9, echoed exactly in 1 Timothy 6:3. The deceiver and antichrist is described here. Watch yourselves, so you don't lose what we, the apostles, have worked for, but you may receive a full reward. Anyone who does not remain in the teaching of Messiah, that is Messiah's teaching, but goes beyond it, no doubt in the name of progress, that famous word progress, but goes beyond what Jesus taught, like from the Unitarian monotheism of Mark 12 to a Trinitarian view of Jesus, doesn't have God. One remains in that teaching. I like the translation there. In that teaching, this one has both the Father and Son. Isn't that striking? Christianity is based on the teaching of Messiah. Let's take this example, if I may, for the public. Millard Erickson is one of the learned Trinitarian scholars of our time in his book on the Trinity. How about this for a concession then? Listen to this carefully. A good Trinitarian must be willing to say, he are three or they is one. He calls that odd language. I'd call that eccentric language, worse than that. More than odd, it's eccentric, it's mad. If you're going to say he are three, you're breaking the laws of language. I don't recommend you do that. Who said you have to break the laws of grammar to express who God is? That is offensive to me, and I recommend for your own peace of mind, for your own sense of sounding like Jesus, that you return to the Unitarian monotheistic creed of Jesus, which is not changed one fraction between the Old and New Testaments. The Jews will not buy into that. When I say Jews there, I mean, of course, the unconverted Jew who have been schooled, if they've been schooled in faith at all, never to stray from monotheism. Unfortunately, there are some so-called Messianic Jews, but why such confusion over an easy thing? I certainly recommend you contemplate, meditate, fall asleep tonight meditating on Erickson's statement there, that you must say, he are three and they is one. Then say to yourself, am I talking anything but nonsense and confusion? And if you are, I would abandon that view and stick with the unitary monotheism of Jesus, back to the teaching of Jesus. You're going to feel good. You sound like Jesus then. Now, you may run into some opposition in the local church, that's true. But at what cost? The important thing is to sound like Jesus. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, Jesus said, and you will not do the things that I say? Well, start by saying, well, what did he say about God in Mark 12? Why do you call me Lord, and you will not do the things that I say? You can hear the passion in the Lord's voice there. Then he goes on to say, many will say to me, Lord, Lord. They're still saying, Lord, Lord, look what we did for you. Look at the churches we built. Look at the services we did. Look at the miracles we did even, only to be greeted with the worst words of Jesus in Matthew 7. In answer to this cry, look, Lord, Lord, repeated, he will say to them, I didn't recognize you. Get out of here, you who would not listen to what I had to say. So we cannot be wrong by stressing then the sayings and the words